My girlfriend got upset because I can't hold her up against the wall. Well, this just happened. My girlfriend got pretty upset because I couldn't hold her up against the wall while having sex. She has brought it up to me before that her sister and boyfriend do it all the time, and apparently it's the best way of doing the deed. She seemed super excited about it until we tried it and I could not do it. She then said that it sucks I can't fuck her against the wall. So I apologized, but I could tell she felt bad, and she also said she doesn't mean it. However, a part of me thinks she was telling the truth and I'm just feeling like an incompetent boyfriend for not being able to do what she wants. We've been together for 4 years now and I don't want her to think her sex boring anymore, which sucks. Edit. We both work out 6 times a week. She's not fat at all. Also, my max deadlift is 405 pounds, so stop telling me the gym is going to help. I mean, in my personal experience, even when I was a skinny 20-year-old and dating a buff guy who worked out a lot, it's not the easiest position to maintain for more than a minute or two. I think a lot of people have just seen it in TV, movies and want to replicate it. Much like shower sex, it's often hotter in theory than in practice. Your GF's sister could be totally exaggerating just to make her sex life sound more exciting than it is. And if you're worried about things being boring, there are lots of other positions you can try. Get a sex swing that hangs over the door. We'll hold her there for you. Problem solved. She's got a pretty unrealistic idea of what sex is supposed to be like, to be honest. Her sister is probably exaggerating for effect. I mean, think about it. Even the smallest, most petite woman is going to weigh at least 90,100 pounds. How buff do you have to be to hold 100 pounds for at least several minutes, while thrusting? Like, we're not even talking about a static hold here, there are dynamic forces and accelerations involved. I promise you, it's not the best position to do the deed, not even by a long shot. If she wants to get off, you need a more comfortable position for her, and where you have the ability to pay attention and make slight differences in the movements. Standing against a wall carrying her won't allow that. I worked out 6 times per week and deadlifted 190 kilograms. My ex-girlfriend was 53 kilograms. I could lift her either just in the air or against the wall for max 30–60 seconds. It's tiring and hot for the first 10 seconds, after that it is about me trying to just hold out. No way I could do that with a girl who is even 60 kilograms in that position. That's a little bit insensitive of your girlfriend. You can still do it against the wall in different ways though. I would just talk to her about other fun positions, toys etc. that you can add to your sex life and explore that. My best guess is she is feeling self-conscious about her weight and lashed out at you for it. Not a great sign of maturity, but only you can decide if you want to put up with it. It was one bad decision on her part, if you are any more mature yourself. Apparently my husband's family thinks I miscarried on purpose. I, 24F. Husband is 30M. Lost my baby last week and now I also have to worry about the fact that my husband's family thinks I did it on purpose. A little bit of backstory. I've been in the US for 5 years but I'm not from here. Different skin color, foreign accent. I'm not the daughter, sister-in-law they expected, which his mom and sister have voiced before. In front of me. Hubby told them to stop and things got somewhat better, although his sister still makes weird comments at times. She invited us over to her place and then had the nerve to say in front of everybody that my miscarriage is not that big of a deal since I did it on purpose and that it's not like I wanted a baby anyway, which is not true. I said to her once during our first year of being married that I felt that we didn't need to rush into getting pregnant, and she took it and turned it into me not wanting babies. And now over a year later she threw that in my face. When hubby tried to tell her to stop, his mom joined in and said that his sister was right, that I probably did do it on purpose. Like what? My husband stood up for me, and when he realized his mom was in on it too, he grabbed me and we left, which I'm grateful for, but he now wants me to let them come over and apologize. But I never want to see them again. I know that's unrealistic though, so how do I look at them, have them at my house without wanting to throw something in their faces and tell them how I really feel? Just tell him you aren't ready to see them to hear an apology, and you'll let him know when you are. Mother-in-law and sis-in-law are definitely terrible people. Their apology will not come from the heart but from the tongue, just to save face with your husband. Keep these people at a distance from now on. After a miscarriage you need time to heal, and that needs to be respected. This sounds like the type of family that if you had not miscarried, would have been saying, she's only had a kid to trap him, i.e. toxic. All I can say is if my partner went through this and the same words were said, It would be 100% on my partner to choose how things went from that going forward, as I'd be happy to cut them off. Some words can't be unsaid, and your husband, albeit supportive pretty much as he should be up to now, needs to accept that, and also accept sometimes, no, is the full and total response to a question. It's not up to you, your sister or your mother, how long it takes me to heal from the pain they've caused. I don't want anything to do with them at this point. I'll let you know if that changes. Your sister and mother accused me of killing our baby. No. There's no coming back from that. Have your husband tell them that you're both still grieving the miscarriage and that they are not a priority for the two of you right now. They will have to wait until you're more settled emotionally before you will consider their apologies. They're gonna pitch a fit, but then you'll see they didn't actually mean to genuinely apologize anyway. ETA. After reading one of your comments, I agree with y'all going to counseling so he can see their treatment for what it is and can learn to establish boundaries, but I'm glad he stuck up for you so far. He just needs help building on that. Anyway, tell him that you are not ready to even see them, much less forgive them, and he needs to respect that. I have words for your husband if you'd like to borrow them. I love you, but a life with you is not worth a lifetime of racist abuse. Your mother and sister have acted inexcusably to me, and I have done nothing to deserve their words. I don't deserve to be forced to interact with racist people and subject myself to them. I need you to step up and protect me, because right now I'm feeling unloved and attacked from multiple sides. I will not see them or hear an apology for now, and if I do accept one and they say one more word against me, I will never speak to or see them again. And I won't allow my children to be subjected to their casual racism either. You don't deserve this, and your husband needs to step up. Oof. I wonder why Phil won't get to see their nephew, grandkid. So out of the blue, so unfair. My girlfriend hit me for something I did in her dream. So I'm a 22M and she is a 18F. This happened about a few months ago, whereas I'm peacefully sleeping and exploring the depths of my own dream, I'm awakened by a elbow hit to the back. This shit startled me so bad that I woke up in a kind of fight or flight. When I had realized what had happened, I was shook. I went back to bed and decided I'd confront her in the morning. So morning came and I immediately called her out on it, which she knew what she had done and didn't think anything about it. I said that complete bullshit, and I need her to understand that what she did was honestly the dumbest thing I've ever witnessed. Like, seriously, how can you be mad at me for something your subconscious created? So I yelled, and was upset, but honestly the problem was brushed off. So fast forward to last night, where I casually mentioned that I had a dream the night before that if she knew what happened she would be upset. Now hindsight, I probably shouldn't have said it out loud, but that's what I do. I usually verbalize a lot of my crowded thoughts, she already being in a bad mood. Asks what it was? I realize my mistake and just say it doesn't matter, it is a dream? She then gets completely upset and calls me an asshole, rolls over, then decides to sleep on the couch. Hell, even this morning she is still upset about it? Is this seriously a normal behavior? Like WTF? She is at best incredibly immature and at worst abusive. Break up with her. Stay safe. And find someone closer to your age and maturity level. Note: I'm not saying a 22-year-old dating an 18-year-old is creepy. Just that at this point, there is usually going to be a difference in maturity. Think about it if the situation was reversed. He hit his girlfriend because of a dream he had, you'd have been dragged through the mud and maybe even end up dealing with the police. This is crazy and abusive behavior, and she sees nothing wrong with it. Shit like this only escalates. Yay, drop her. This is not normal. Sounds like she is a bratty 18-year-old girl. Not typical, but a fair assessment. Send her out the door. She's immature and is showing red flags. Location flag for real abuse. You deserve better. God, people really still do this over dreams? I've had plenty of dreams where I fell out with someone I loved or cared about. Woke up and remembered they're the complete opposite of what my dreams depicted. Are you really surprised that this teenager isn't mature? By the way, you telling her about your dream wasn't mature either. My wife has seen me do horrific shit in her dreams and never once hit me. You need to get out. Am I being paranoid? Me, 26 male, and my girlfriend, 23 female, have been dating for 6 Malio now. She cheated on her past boyfriend of 5 years with a friend. And now she Snapchats like 3 or 4 guys that I've never heard of, and she just tells me they're friends from school. Should I make a thing about this or just leave it alone? She cheated before, she'll likely do it again. Bail out my guy. Snapchat is literally designed to hide things, fuck that lol. Man, get out of there. She cheated on a boyfriend of 5 years with a friend and you think she won't do it to you? And she already Snapchats other people. That's a tough one. I think if you haven't already you should have a conversation with her about why she cheated and see if she learned anything from that experience. I say that because I had cheated on my girlfriend of 4 years, in my late teens and early 20s. It came from a place of low self-esteem and being young, dumb, and horny, but I came away from that experience knowing that was something I would never do again. It's unreasonable to think she's not going to have male friends, but I think it's perfectly fine to ask who's who. It's actually a good thing to want to know more about your girlfriend's friends and who she's close with. She's 23 and on Snapchat, talking to guys. Dump her and move on. If she believes a streak is worth more than your comfort, then she's not future material anyway. She's looking for your replacement. 1. She cheated before, will do it again. 2. She uses a stealth application to message males. In a healthy relationship everything is transparent and you minimize one-to-one contacts with the other gender. 3. They are just friends means she wants to bang some of them. She dismissed your genuine concern. 4. It should be a honeymoon period and yet her attention is on other men. A parade of red flags. Listen to your gut and get out now, or post later on Surviving Infidelity subreddit. So my previous partner cheated in other relationships and then he ended up cheating on me. I wish I had gotten out once I started having suspicions. All of these guys telling you to bail and get out is ridiculous. Of course, because she's done it in a previous relationship it will make you more weary of her doing it to you, but that shouldn't be the reason to leave if that's the only problem you and your partner have. Communication is what's needed here. You need to voice your insecurity to her about her Snapchat relationships, and if she's worth it she'll understand where you're coming from and open up honest dialogue. Yes, she has been disloyal previously, but in my opinion I don't think that's fair to leave her because of past mistakes with somebody who wasn't even you.